Howdy folks, thank you very much, Zayac and the gang. Yeah, we're getting into game number 1 in this best of 3 series where both of these teams could really use a win here to try and get themselves back into the runnings for those playoffs. My name is Nomad, of course, joined by Theban. Theban, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, it is. This is where the big boys play, and you know, these guys, they've learning a couple of things. You know, there's a kind of like a trickle up thing here, where we have the tier 1 teams taking a couple of the ideas from the Division 2 teams. This Ursa has been quite popular. Well, you know, we've seen it a couple of times in the Division 2, and of course elsewhere around the world as well. We've seen some Ursa rising in popularity a little bit. Do you think it's good this game?
This is a paradox.
The battle begins.
It is looking like there's a bit of a bias here, but what can 404 do to try and, you know, what does their draft do well? Give me some good news.
Very well. Surprise!
Very possible as Ramsey starts off down at bottom by missing the range creep and taking a ton of harass actually here right outside the tower, because Solo, he was off doing other stuff. I think he was walking across, I'm not too sure, but Ramsey's just taking a ton of damage to start off this lane. Yeah, utilizing just so much of this damage. But is there anything which you can do on the side of 404? You know, we like to see maybe like a Crimson Guard or an early AC coming out from 404 as like an idea to try and counter all this physical damage on the side of Alliance, or will that just not be enough? S4. Taking some heavy damage down at bottom. Arrow's gonna miss as well. Ramsey's just staying on him, right-clicking him down. The Sentinel comes in from Solo, and they're gonna be able to bring down S4. That'll be a first blood down in the bottom lane for Just Error. No, not in the slightest. Poor old S4 ends up going down for the first blood, and Lifesteal are able to catch up hugely on CS, actually now the CS leader in this game after that very kind of rough first wave. He's absolutely come back and then a little bit more. Meanwhile at mid, we got Sumail versus Limp, the Death Prophet versus the Ember Spirit. I can't really imagine too much happening in this middle lane. These two guys probably most likely just going to trade some farm unless there's any huge missteps. Yeah, these guys don't mess around. But Ursa just going for the direct harass onto the Enigma. Zayac comes in from the side though, making a real play onto no one here, but the turnaround coming in. There's so much damage. FNG just gets dropped here. Nika Baby meanwhile looks across towards Zayac. No one though. I think he's going to be okay. Only the level 1 Maledict not going to be enough to bring him down here. So Alliance really just kind of overcommitting to the kill and ended up losing their Witch Doctor instead. Face slapping. Nico, baby, no! No! Stay away from the Iron Lords. Another one's gonna go down. No one will die this time, but it's not worth it. The Ursa dives in, gets himself killed off, just not respecting the complete abundance of damage on the side of this 404 offlane. Really catching them off guard here on Alliance. No, you do not. That is Dota 101 right there. Meanwhile, Solo chasing Handskin. Handskin gonna have to go for the TP away due to that double damage and charges just chasing him down.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Samael, hello, doing a bit of baiting maybe here in the middle lane, but instead gets himself killed. Had an opportunity to get away, but maybe he just felt like he didn't have the speed to run. Tried to turn it around onto Limp under the tower, but unfortunately didn't quite manage to do so. And then he's going to lose his life, and that is going to mean that Limp's able to freely take up this bounty rune here as well. But Solo luckily making a rotation in on the bottom side of the map to get the enemy's bounty rune there as well, which should mean it's actually going the way of the Radiant. Just error, get more bounties from that. Interesting.
Denied.
Oof. No, he needs time to catch up. Hopefully they're doing enough on the side lanes to give him the space he needs to come back into this one, because these side lanes are going well for just error. So whilst that mid lane's not really going their way, things going okay on the side lanes, and Zayac's also getting a decent amount.
Dire are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Look at it.
Good old enchant. Always there when you need it. Meanwhile, no one taking a decent amount of damage up in the top lane, but they're going to look to turn it around onto FNG, and again, his damage is so insane, just chasing down the Witch Doctor under the tower. They've got the 2 points in the Scorched Earth. With the heal from FNG, it's not going to be enough to bring him down, but the right click is going to come through, and they will be able to finish him off. Meanwhile, no one being chased by Nico Baby here. The Maledict doing a decent job on keeping Nico Baby back. Meanwhile, Zayac's trying to come over and help out, but there is another Earthshock available, and the right click will come through from Nico, and he's got another overpower available, so I think Zayac needs to play this one carefully, but oh my goodness, turns it around, crits him up, brings down that Ursa, and now it's going to be a double kill for Zayac up in the top lane. Meanwhile, over towards middle, we did lose Samael again as he dared to come in to defend this. Indeed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Goodness gracious. Stay away. Solo might have just been soloed by FNG here. Turns around though with the impetus of his dying wishes to bring down FNG, and I think Zayac is going to make his wish come true as it's another kill going to the Doom. He's level 6.
7 hells.
But he's position 4.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, he's had a bunch of kills solo, pretty much. XP just drinking in the XP. He's level 6 before no one now. I mean, no one's going to be like, hey, buddy, come on, learn your place.
Radiant structures are
Level 7 now on the Doom, in fact. Jesus. He's a higher level than Samael. Is he the highest level on his team? Oh no, Lifestealer's neck and neck with him, but him and Ramsey's mental. Well, let's see what he can do with these level Zayacs.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, scary boys. Solo and no one were hunting, but unfortunately find the one hero with a lot of escape at her disposal. So no kill for her. Meanwhile, FNG setting up onto Ramses here. Limp is joining in. They're looking for the play onto the Lifestealer. See if they can make it happen as they connect. Firstly with the Spirit Siphon, but he does manage to get up that rage. FNG are not able to connect with the Coconut more than once. Now Zayac's coming through. I mean, he has got that Doom. Could grab the kill onto FNG here, but decides not to go for it in the end. Oh, he's found his target. He's found her, but unfortunately couldn't get those chains off. Well, doesn't even have it leveled on Samael, but was looking to try and set up. And so we'll see it. Zayac. He's trying to do it without the Doom, and uh-oh! The double leap with the impetus chasing him. Oh dear, that was a big fat impetus. 160 pure damage that impetus did, by the way, in case you were wondering.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Structures are fortified.
Yeah, Glyph comes in, Exorcism comes down as well. Big commitment to defend this tier 1 tower, but they will do so beautifully. Well, uh-oh. Pops the drums to try and get himself away. Hit and run. He robbed him. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Yeah, okay, this might be over for Zayac. He's going for the TP away, but they've got a lot of damage on the side, including an arrow as well, just to catch out onto Zayac. They'll bring him down. That is the Doom dead at last. Nice amount of gold going the way of the Ursa as well. Seems that way. They are farming up a storm on these lower down heroes, but I mean, you know, the big sacrificial lamb is definitely Samael, as he is almost the lowest core, right? Well, he's technically the lowest core, as the Doom is very close to him, and he's in position 4, so it's all a bit confusing. Now gotta be careful, might be getting baited here as FNG comes through, they land up the Dragon Tail, and now FNG gonna follow up the stun as well, and with the Maledict on in, the Silence comes down along with the Death Ward. They get themselves an easy kill. Zayac just kind of walks into the Death Ward here, takes a ton of damage, backs himself away with the speed from the Scorched Earth. I think he might be good. Oh, buddy tries to make a cheeky play with the Ironwood Tree, maybe trying to bait out a Doom or something, but ends up getting himself killed off by Limp as he runs him down and gets that kill.
Come back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh dear, death by memes. Yeah, Limp is being a dominating force in this game, that's for sure. Being jumped here, taking a lot of damage, just melting. I mean, that's the problem with this DK, is that they've got this Infernal Blade along with the Midnight Pulse, which is just so much percentage-based damage that's just melting through this DK.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Nice.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, that ain't so hot. That ain't so hot. That was the Ursa's trust fund, and unfortunately he's never going to see it. Gets robbed. Yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about how the Ursa recovered, but the Lifestealer, you know, I mean, from the very first wave, after that point, he was having a very good lane, and he has excelled that farm into the mid game. He went for this Midas just to stay on top, knowing probably that the Ursa was going to go for the Battle Fury and just wanted to have his own farming tool to go onto FNG in the jungle here. So now trying to chase him down, and that's going to be a clean kill onto FNG. Samil will make sure he grabs that with the Sleight of Fist. Damn, they're taking over on 404. Alliance are just kind of running away.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
Again,
is under
hiding
attack.
in the trees. We'll be okay with that Moonlight Shadow. They did have a sentry down, but Hanskin was playing right on the edge of it, so Ricard. And once more, Justero just kind of retreat back a little bit, but still in the area, ready to apply some pressure. Yeah, I think S4 is dead. Big prediction. Look at them, they just melt him. They just absolutely melt him. This guy's supposed to be tanky, but I guess no one looks tanky when you're being hit by 4 heroes. And onto the tower they go. Hanskin just gonna take out a couple of creeps where he can. That little Centaur Conqueror, though, really wants to stay on top of Hanskin here and get that stomp off. We'll do so at last, and then time out in time. Yep, oh, yep. Good. No goal for Hanskin.
Just what the doctor ordered.
I would love to agree with you. I mean, it did look really nice, but at the same time, when you're playing into Exorcism and Ursa and Death Ward, you know, there's so much value to be found in this ice armor. True. Great point. Doom comes down. There he goes. The big Doom out onto the teddy bear, and he is just going to get destroyed. Another kill on the way from 404 as they continue to just pressure up this map, playing a very good game of Dota so far. 4K gold advantage. 60 minutes into this game, they're quite confident. If they can take Roshan, I think that's going to be a really big deal.
Trust me, I know how to handle such.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Speedy rune of haste.
Trying to stay on those front lines, but again, the damage is just too much. They're going to lose him straight off the bat. The stun does come down onto the Enigma to stop him joining in the fight. Ramsey's backing himself away. They've managed to force out the Exorcism, and I think the plan now is just to disengage. They force out the Exo. They know that this could be a real opportunity for them to maybe even go into Roshan now the Exorcism is down and try and get themselves a different objective, or just wait and re-engage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There it is. There's the Infernal Blade. The Throwing Yield's going to play around the trees a little bit there, but Zayac does connect. Are there any leaps available? No leaps. Hanskin will just die, sad and alone. Just like me. Oh, thanks, buddy.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
he's been keeping up with him. I think Zaz has forgotten what role he's playing because he is balling out of control this game and doing so much work. And I love how he's playing it as well. He's not being this greedy Pos4 who's kind of taking away space from his team. He's making so much space he does this as well. I mean, this is the dream to have on your team.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, I mean, he has got that Maledict on him, and as he jumps into the silence, he could be in some trouble, but has that yield to try and play this one defensively as he jumps himself back with a Sleight of Fist and the Remnant away. Might just survive this one. Oh, nice usage as well to dodge out the final take of the Maledict, and then he gets healed up and will keep himself nice and safe. A deep dive from Samael, but doesn't go down.
Radiant are scanning. Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they are controlling. And once again, you know, they sense
Venice.
there might be heroes in their jungle. Moonlight Shadow's going to come down there. This could be problems with that. Nice blink away, though. Sick reactions from the Doom to get himself out of that Dragon Tail. Very, very quick as Solo might be dropped here. They're going to have to use them at the last second just to make sure they can bring down the dough. Solo still running away. They'll have to use the Crypt Swarm. There we go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The glyph is up, indeed.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yep.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're looking for Nico Baby in the trees. Do they have the Doom? They don't have it. Actually, they've already popped it as they jump down onto Nico Baby. Can they finish the job? Yes, they can. Nico Baby goes down, but no one will fall at the same time for Black Hole. Meanwhile, Ramsey's going for the TP away with the Rage, gets himself out, and it's just Zayac's left. Can he get away? He has a Blink Dagger, so I think probably can. And that's going to be that. I mean, they do pop a Black Hole for it, but this Black Hole is... coming up on that 20-minute mark, and Alliance will be able to take back that outpost and get themselves that precious XP. But... oh, Samael. Oh, nice jump away from him. Get that money. They can't take... well, they can take Roshan without Exorcism once the Ursa's back, but that seems like a big bite for Alliance, and I don't think they'll be ready to take the fight if 404 show up. Get him. They are really reluctant to play this bottom side of the map because they want to get into Roshan. Arcane. Arrow comes through, lands onto the Enchantress. They're going to know this is going on right now. Roshan's getting pretty low. S4 comes in from the side with the Midnight Pulse down. Might stop Alliance from going into this pit, but at the same time, they'll get themselves out on the side of 404. And they're looking towards Ursa. Ursa going to have to pop the Enrage. Meanwhile, the Infest from Ramses keeps himself alive. As the trades come through, both the carries being harassed pretty badly, but Ramses really needs to go and heal up from these Ancient Creeps, and will do exactly that. Solo playing around the pit here, unfortunately gets caught out by S4's Blink Stun onto him, and then Solo is going to end up losing his life here. No chance surviving this one. 30 seconds on the sidelines, and with the Exorcism coming down, Lions might have just found themselves Roshan. But they still want to fight 404. They want to poke into this pit, but they're just realizing it's just not possible. They blink themselves away. They'll give up the Roche. Alliance tactically take the Aegis away from the side. Oh, the Dragon Tail still connects onto Samael here. I thought he dodged it with the Slide of Fist. Now the arrow connects as well. Samael brought down. Alliance, they find their feet in this game, and they turn back the pressure onto 404 as they start to look for some towers on the enemy side of the map. Maybe some kills as Ramses in the trees.
Attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, it's turning into a game of ultis now, as we've got that DP ulti to think about. I mean, Exorcism would always be the center point of this Alliance team. Meanwhile, the enemy team, we've got this Black Hole, which isn't hugely critical this game. I think until no one gets BKB, then it's not hugely critical. When he has the BKB, I think it's going to be a huge deal with the side of Alliance, so probably going to be his next item. Could be pretty big all the same though, and this Doom as well, of course. If you can get the Doom off onto the DP before she gets off Exo, it's a huge deal. Yeah, 404, they're looking for something.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Here we go. They find themselves a DK. Can they take him down in time? Then the two-man silence comes down, and Ember Spirit in trouble once again. Zayac going to connect once more. Does Ember Spirit? He doesn't get to play. Don't think that's going to keep him alive. The great plays from Ramsey to keep his teammate alive, but still in a lot of trouble as that Maldic is on in the death ward coming down. Samel needs to get himself back. Meanwhile, the backlines. Nika maybe finds one. Might just find two. Samel gets off those chains, runs himself to the side. Might be okay. Meanwhile, S4 runs himself out of the engagement. Ramsey, he's being kited real bad here, looking for a target. Jumps onto Lin. Just starts smacking away the DP. The DP has herself the exit in just 1 second. Itchy going to pop it. BKBU's trying to get himself away as Ramsey pops a rage and the TP away. He's going to get himself out. So there's 2 casualties for the side of 404, 0 for the side of Alliance.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Damn. They want this Aegis. They got to be careful though. Blink hits done onto Samel. They need the help to come through. Great Sentinel Storm coming out from the Doom to hold them back, but Samel could be also in some trouble. Running away to the side, so the right click comes through. They'll bring him down. Nika maybe trying to fight into the life stealer. He's going to be able to do so. Ramsey's no, he gets it back. Still going to die. No one comes in. Looking for the black hole. Won't be able to find those. He just drops down the midnight pulse, and now he's silenced up. So can't drop the black hole anyway. Would love to get it off here, but he's silenced up. Taken down. Right click comes through. He's going to die, as well as the Enchantress under the tier 2 tower. They're all dead on the side of Just Error. Alliance take absolutely everybody. They didn't even get to use their ultimates on the side of 404. And now they're coming up that high ground with that Exorcism. Alliance in a great place.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Yeah, a bit of overcommitment to that Ursa with the Aegis from the Lifestealer, really just drawing himself into the 1v1, which, you know, Ursa loves that. He loves a 1v1.
Has fallen.
The prize is mine.
Right.
Illusion.
So there's the Ramsey's had to throw his life into the towel to try and keep the Ender Spirit alive and keep their hopes of having a team fight alive, but didn't work out, and now they're missing a melee barracks in the middle lane. Alliance now swinging back that gold advantage in their favor. 7k for them. Or 404 game plan not found. Well.
Hurry to your doom.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from. The Warstorm did a lot of work in the last fight, but yeah, I mean, definitely the pack leaders are Aura. You know, since he traded out that Aura, nothing's been the same. Oh dear. Yeah, I'll drop the Doom on it. I mean, no, yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
No one can really fight into this Ursa.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
It's, I mean, the Lifestealer was out farming in most of this game, but as of recently, you know, these last few fights just going the way of this Ursa. He's managed to stay alive through the whole damn thing and even get himself a decent amount of kills. Nico Baby is just such a sick carry player.
Shadows.
Uh-oh. Might have been spotted here. Can they find anyone? BKB popped from the DK, interestingly. Not quite sure what that's about. Yeah. double TP away as well. Moonlight Shadow being used. Okay. Just a little bit of hope for the side of 404, but yeah, I mean, they're going to need a bit more than that. What we need is a really big black hole, or, I mean, the BKB would be lovely, but...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He's going to try and fight it in the enemy jungle as well, whilst Alliance continue to
Radiant's
poke. They
bottom
take down a
tower
tier
has
2
fallen.
tower. Zayac, he's going to go for the creep skip. Nice idea from the Doom. Could delay things, but they jump up the high ground looking for the stun onto Solo. Don't find it though. S4 now in a bit of an awkward situation as he doesn't really want to walk back through that Midnight Pulse. A little bit too much damage, but can't afford to just sit on the high ground. Solo, he's gonna keep on poking him. Here, have an impetus. Have an impetus. Have an impetus. Oh my god. Well, another BKB from S4.
Are fortified.
Down to 8 seconds now. I mean, that's kind of insane, right? They repelled the Exorcism high ground push with that. Basically just Solo, right? Yeah. Okay. The Exo's down. They want to go. They want to make a play here on 404. They're going to search forward. Some mail.
Shadows, take us.
Alrighty. Well, the consolation prize for 404. Hello. Oh, they know the creeps. Traitor creeps. They see him. And then we'll be able to bring the Hemscan down pretty quickly. Doom actually got dropped onto the DP, interestingly. That's a thing. Yeah. Interesting.
The Rune of Illusion.
Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. Well, that's going to be Doom put on cooldown for a while. They'd still have that black hole, but they're just going to use this time to try and farm up that BKB as quickly as possible. Go, no one, go! Farm as quickly as your little legs or little arms can farm.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Roshan. Nico Baby is in the pit right now. Justera do not care. Yeah, they're like, hey, we don't have Doom, we don't have a BKB yet. You know, they can take one more Aegis before we can bring anything to this fight. It feels. Scary, scary lady.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
They certainly do not. They want their opportunity to win right damn now. And up on that high ground they go. Exorcism ticking away at that tower. Nico Baby as well. In fact, he's coming in for the aggression here as the stun comes through. They've actually stunned up the Enchantress, and the Infest's going to try and keep the Ench alive, but it's not going to be enough. The Ench will get finished off. Yules comes out onto the DP. Buyback is available onto Solo as well, as Lim just staying his ground here up on the Radiant base, allowing his ghosts to do their work, tack away at the melee barracks. They actually have now an AC on Ramsey, so he's positioning himself just to keep in range to get that aura off onto those buildings. And now looking for a target. Doom comes down, but is it there in time? It's not. Well, it is, but the BKB's already come down, so it doesn't make a difference. She just runs herself away, and now it's 4 popping a BKB of their own. They're actually going to look in towards Nico Baby instead, but Nico Baby, he's got that ultimate and that Aegis both available. They'll look over towards the Life Stealer instead, and he's just getting rammed down on Ramsey. Finally, Sunel joins in the fight. Yules comes down. Meanwhile, BKB on the back lines. He's got 3 heroes inside of it. F4 and FNG lose their lives to no one with an incredible black hole in the back lines. This might have just turned the fight, might have just turned the game, but Nico Baby, he's still a scary, scary boy as he pops out Satanic, turns around onto Zayac, but he's being left alone. The team of 2 loads come and help him out, so they're going to be able to take them down for the first time. Handskin and Lip wondering what they can do as they're being zoned out by Solo and by Samael. He's going to come back to life. Nico Baby being controlled up. He's looking over towards Samael. Wants to try and find himself an Ember Spirit. Says they're looking over towards the Doom, but they're kiting him nicely. But in comes Lip. He's got all these Spirit Siphons coming down. That's healing him up. No, the offense saves Samael just in time. They'll bring down Nico Baby, and now they're looking for more. They want to try and grab Limp. They want everybody on the side of Alliance, and they may well just find them as in comes the damage. The team have arrived. Just Error take down everybody, and the game comes flying back in the other direction as they get team wiped on Alliance. Insane black hole. I thought he'd sold some items and bought the BKB somehow because it wasn't getting cancelled. He just no, just naked. Why not? He saw the opportunity, made the calculations. Absolutely insane team fight from the side of Just Error. Nothing you can do. Really nice fight from the side of 404. Alliance, though, they still got a lot to offer here. Their cooldowns are back. That Exodum is back online. And they nearly have that Abyssal finish on the Ursa as well, so they are looking to threaten, but the gold lead is now nothing. There's really nothing in it. Ramses would be a great target for Alliance, but a little bit too tough to actually get him 100-0 before he gets off that Rage TP, so they will have to get themselves back. It's just a 3-man strike squad here. They don't have the big damage cores with them.
Damage empowers me.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the graph, it's looking like it was about an 8k gold advantage for Alliance at that point. So, looking at, yeah, about a 9k gold swing. Pretty insane. Oh, what a wall stop coming down on the 2, setting up for a beautiful black hole from no one. They jump both the cars. They're out of this before they even get a chance to use anything. Zayac with the war stop. They were not ready for that. Oh my god. 2 heroes eliminated from the game immediately.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower has
poor
fallen.
FNG.
Radiant's bottom
I think
barracks
that
are
FNG's
under
okay
attack.
here. He went to split a creep wave, and now he's trying to play around with Zayac. But meanwhile, I mean, the team are on the high ground. They have a range creep, so they are more than happy to break the high ground here. Limp is also doing some backdooring, so a lot going on right here as Zayac's trying to trade with FNG. Might have actually lost the trade. Is he okay?
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Okay, so FNG solo Zayac. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Limp almost takes the barracks and now looks in towards no one. Pops that BKB to get himself away. They did take the barracks down in the middle lane on the side of 404. Limp goes for the TP out. Nothing. Oh, his BKB actually ended just at the end there, but they weren't quite ready for it. So the DP does get out safely. I mean, that's a pretty big win. And buyback on Zayac as well. 1 minute 30, and we will know when that Roshan is coming up, and we will know what time this final fight is going to happen. Very possibly, anyways. It is going to be huge, though. Also, what would be better, Aghanims or Refresher? Definitely a Refresher, right? Because you've got Enigma on the side of 404 and Death Prophet on the other team, yeah. We never see the Ags, do we? Versus the Refresher, yeah. Well, both teams skirting around this middle lane. Smoke up on the side of 404. Looking to poke in. There are tier 14 drops. Have both teams got them all yet? Oh, they don't have any on the side of 404 yet. They need to go farm those up real quick because that's a big deficit for them. They get themselves... Yeah, you don't need the Aquila anymore. That's for sure. Yeah, Minotaur Horn Ursa as well, as if he needed more defensive ability. Now a cheeky little BKB, a mini BKB to throw out. That sounds pretty tasty. I'm into that.
I'll take that.
Radiant are scanning.
Gotcha!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Refuse gold given.
Yeah, they've only got the Abyssal, that's it. And that is on Ursa. If you catch him in the black hole, or if you distract him or force him to use the Abyssal on something else, it is a free fight for no one. They're grouping up in mid. Yeah, you notice Roshan. I mean, Roshan is incredibly short spawn. He's up already. One of the shortest. As they look forward, looking to poke. Science comes down onto Samel. He's got himself that Yule, so he's happy to play around with this one as they drop the Doom onto Ursa. That means no Abyssal play, which means they can freely drop the Black Hole if they see an opportunity. In they comes, no one looking forward, trying to bait it out here. Doesn't really want to throw it onto a solo DK, so they will just run down S4 eventually as a right click comes through. But meanwhile, Abyssal on the black lines are going to be able to take down Solo. Science comes down onto the Doom, back to the high ground. They will go on the side of 404, but Samel being chased by a Limp. Meanwhile, chasing continues here. Arrow going to come through, not going to land on 21, I don't believe. They're still looking. They might have found someone. Samel in the back here. He's got himself a Yules. He's going to have to use it, but unfortunately he has no spells when he comes down the other side. Oh, he actually has a Remnant, but they were waiting for that one. Deathward's going to get dropped, trying to go for the TP wave, but the Yules comes down just in time to cancel that out, and Samel will lose his life. Buyback available on the Ender Spirit, so not the end of the world, but still a big win for Alliance. They take themselves one step closer to claiming that Roshan.
Of regeneration.
Alliance with the wraparound here. 4 heroes all together. 1 in the back lines. That's going to be Solo. They jump forward, stun out onto the lighting. Can they keep him locked down? No one comes in with a black hole onto 2 heroes. Ursa's inside of it. They need the follow-up damage though. Ramsey now comes out, robbing that BKB, and they'll be able to take down S4, but the Ursa's doing so much work. Take down no one. Trying to fight up into Ramsey, but he's losing this game. And the Abyssal blade from Ramsey comes off onto Nika. They've got him locked down. And they manage to kill off the Ursa. The big boy is down and now they need to get themselves out on the side of Alliance, but they will be able to do that with the cover of Moonlight Shadow. But still, big kills from the side of 404. Buyback used from no one, by the way, so also a possibility for Alliance to find an entry onto him in the next fight, but all the same, Roshan going the way of 404. It's a huge win for them. Are they going to buy back to take this rush? I don't think so.
Your song has fallen into the ring.
Mortality.
Oh my god. Insane. Yeah. Yeah, 6,692 damage was how much damage that Ursa took in that fight, by the way. There's a lot. The guy heals through a lot, but not enough in the end. And with that Ursa dead, the high ground is open. I mean, they want to take a barracks here. They can't take bottoms. There is a tier 2 up, but they will definitely get this top barracks, I would imagine. That said, only 18 seconds till the Ursa's back.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
DP and Ursa both with buybacks here, so probably not a game-costing moment here for the side of Alliance. It's probably just his barracks and they'll get themselves away, infest up into Mail, and 404 will exit.
The flames rush forth.
Dream is still alive, but it's a very, very big ask as they jump forward onto Limp here. Moonlight Shadow's going to get popped. They just drop the black hole onto the DP. They don't even care. They've got a refresher shot to drop if they need to, so they're going to bring us down. BKB, a buyback comes out from Limpers. BKB pops from Zayac. They'll just tear apart S4. Once again, just gets completely melted. This poor old DK doesn't really get a play here, and Nico Baby in the middle of everybody. I mean, he's going to need some help, but in comes no one with the black hole. A very casual one as he just strides on Ursa. Ursa did get off the enrage though, so he's going to be able to survive through it quite easily as Limp comes in. He's got himself that Exorcism and a BKB chasing forward onto Ramses. Ramses with his own BKB as well as the rage. Double protection here as Zayac looks to go in, but I think he's just trying to buy some space more than anything as he's going to lose his life to make some space for Ramses to get away. Meanwhile though, Solo might not be so lucky as the Enchantress gets torn apart. She does have buyback, but Arrow nearly connects onto Samael, just about jukes away from it with that Fire Remnant. Don't forget, Samael has got an Aegis, so can afford to die once, but he's going to be able to get himself out okay. So well, this fight, it goes the way of Alliance. Despite 2 black holes, it wasn't enough. But don't forget, another big note, the headline of this last fight was a buyback on the DP. So now, 404, you know, all they got to do is just black hole the Death Prophet, bring her down, and the game should be theirs. But I'm not making any definitive statements in this game. It has been a wild ride.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Yeah. Pretty insane. I think he got the enrage off as well, so they just couldn't really throw anything into the Ursa. And even with like the whole of Alliance just sitting on the high ground, it was very hard to just come into that kill. But Alliance, they're looking for this buyback onto the Doom. They might well just get it as they pop the enrage on the Ursa, but Ramses, he's got that Linken's upon him as they jump forward here. BKB being popped now from the life here. Zaya's going to buy back into this one, but Nico Baby loses his life instantly. He doesn't even stand a chance, and now going to move on to the DK. He is dead. Warstomp's going to stop the TP of FNG, and Alliance with a messy push end up losing 3. And the DK has no buyback, by the way. Yeah. Pretty insane that Samael actually got the Sleight of Fist crit there onto the Ursa. That's what did the most damage to him in that little fight. Along, of course, with that Midnight Pulse doing 2,250 damage with Midnight Pulse over the course of about 30 seconds.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not... mistakes, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's like, oh, I want to buy boots of travel. Didn't have enough money for it, but I'm certainly had Fate's boots earlier, so don't know about that one, Chief. Oh, arrow. Yeah, big long arrow onto Solo. Enigma in the backlines as well, I think. I mean, they want to try something fancy with Zayac here. But FNG, he's pinging it. He senses something's going on here. Oh, they're baiting with the ward, but no, the bait gets counted upon here as the Doom gets stunned up instead. It comes through, 1 3-man beat, black hole coming down as they jump forward. Takedown 1, takedown 2, S4's gonna fall as well. All 3 heroes like that black hole will go down. Meanwhile, the S is gonna get controlled up with the Ursa. Nico Baby running on forward, looking for a target. Hopping that in range to try and bring down the Enigma, which he will be able to do so. But they're looking for the backlines. They're looking for the doomed up Death Prophet, trying to finish her off. Samel and Ramses, the 2 squad, they will get the kill. No buyback on the Death Prophet as this Ursa runs rampage in the backlines, but he's running out of steam. His team is running out of support for him. But Ramses is still absolutely fine as he comes back onto this high ground. They did get the Doom and the Enigma in the back here. So, I mean, actually not that convincing of a fight despite an insane black hole as Abyssal Blade. The Abyssal Blade in return. Just a couple of Abyssal Blades being thrown down as the rage comes through. The 2 characters going mono-y-mono with each other here. So that's a big one. S4 is in. Ramses needs a target, jumps into Solo. That is not a very good passenger though, because this Enchantress is going to die so quickly. Solo with the full stuff up into the high ground, trying to keep her precious cargo alive and buy enough time to get off this rage. Doesn't do so, unfortunately. The Lifestealer is going to fall. It's a 5-man wipe for Alliance. Only one with buyback available is the Lifestealer. Ho, 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 how the tables have turned.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Salamene smiles upon me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They do have a buyback on the Ember now as well. Just about ticking through. 30 seconds left on the Enigma. 30 seconds left on the Doom.
Dire's
the game's not
middle
over,
tower
folks.
is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
To make it easy for you guys, by the way, the only person with buyback is the Enigma, who has it when he's back to life. He might have enough gold for his buyback. Should do.
The prize is mine.
Looking for something smart.
Vanish.
Double damage.
Oh, yeah. Just error. Still in the game. Both teams with 1 barrack and 2 barracks remaining respectively. This game is coming down right to the wire. I don't know who's going to take it at this point. I don't even know who has the advantage. I mean, I guess this Enigma buyback is everything. No one is the only hero in the game with buyback at the current points. That could prove instrumental, or it could mean nothing. Let's find out. They find a target. Oh no, that's Hansky, and he's been caught out, pushing out the top lane. Gonna get dropped pretty quickly. No buyback on this Mirana. 4-4, they make the first strike, and they get a very clean assassination onto this Mirana. Very little used for it as well. I think you gotta push for this. Roshan is up, by the way.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, it really will. Sunil takes it.
Invisibility.
Yeah, we saw that in the last fight. If you don't commit everything to Nico Baby, he will just kill off your backlines, and that is not something which just Derek can allow to happen. Oh. Okay. I mean, also very good, to be fair. Reduce the cooldown, allows Ursa to use Enrage while disabled. Does that mean he can pop it inside the black hole? Okay. We'll keep an eye out for that one. I mean, to be fair, Ursa's only been relevant for the past, like, 5 days, so... But definitely going to see some more popularity after this series, I think, because he's done so much heavy lifting in this team. And Ramses, he's just taken to the high ground right now, taking chunks out of the barracks, takes the ranged, and, well, he's not going to come back in for the melee until he's got another rage available. What can they do about this? I mean, what do they do when this Lifestealer just rocks up to this high ground with rage and looks to take this melee barracks? Got Lincoln's on him, he's got the rage. Just risking his life to try and put up a ward. Both observers get taken down. Yeah, S4 gonna pop the ultimate. Just poke away at the side of 404. Say, please get out of our base. Don't mega us. Ramses though, Bissell blade forward onto S4, just taking out some chunks here. Soft commit, but now comes the big black hole. Coming down onto the DK. It's just a small one, but maybe it's going to be enough. The Doom comes down the side onto the DP, but she gets off the Exorcism in time. Second black hole's going to come down onto Ursa. Ursa doesn't care that we got off the enraged beforehand. He's going to be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, Hanskin needs to leap away. Going to be okay, but they have lost two on the side of Alliance. Never mind. Samel takes down the third. They're running out of heroes on the side of Alliance. They'll look in towards Nico Baby. Nico Baby trying to run his way out of this fight. It's not going to be enough. He's got another enrage, but some males just on the front line trying to harry away at them. Limp and Nico Baby. I just don't think it's going to be enough. They jump forwards here. The ethereal blade from Zayac for some reason takes down Limp. A cheeky pickup, which wasn't expected, but Limp does have a buyback to try and come back into this. Can they really hold though? It's just too much to ask at this point. It's 2 heroes versus 5. This never works. But maybe, just maybe, there's some chance here as the Abyssal Blade comes forward onto the DP. Nico Baby going for Zayac in the backline. He's going to find that kill. Meanwhile, they're looking just to bring down the Ancient. Ramses, he is pretty low, but he's got that Ancient. He's going to be able to take it down regardless.